It appears a woman living on Madison's east side was the victim of an unusually violent sexual assault last night. A 23-year-old told police she was punched in the face after her attacker pushed her to the ground. Now, this happened around 11 o'clock at night on the 2200 block of Winnebago Street, and that is where we find News 3's Danica Lewis tonight. Danica.
Well, Michelle, police say that this was a stranger sexual assault, meaning the victim in this case did not know the man who came up to her and beat her in the head. Now, this is a far less common type of attack, these random sexual assaults like this, but one that probably is a little bit scarier for people hearing about it.
Just keeping an eye out for anything suspicious or any people out at weird hours.
Kayla Zeal is more cautious now that she's parking the Curd Girl at all hours of the night.
Somebody drives by with like loud music, we're like, oh my gosh, what was that? Oh my gosh, what was that? Every little thing we're just like super nervous about, just because, not because we're nervous for our safety, but because we're just nervous about things going wrong with the business.
Just around the corner from her new food cart, a neighbor was trying to get into her apartment Sunday night when police say she was knocked to the ground and punched in the face, the victim of a violent first-degree sexual assault. The attacker was a total stranger.
Really, anything that you do that lets you survive that assault was the right thing to do.
Kelly Anderson with the Rape Crisis Center says unlike what happened on Winnebago Street, a victim usually knows the person who sexually assaults them. The latest stats from Madison police show forcible sexual assaults up 24% from 2011 to 2012. But that doesn't mean more are happening.
One of the amazing things about trying to track this is that we have no way of knowing when calls to our crisis line goes up or reports go up, if that's because there's more assaults happening or if there's more trust in the system and more willingness to reach out for help.
Zeal isn't just looking out for her livelihood on wheels.
And it definitely makes me think twice about, where I am when, and just being aware of my surroundings. But it's something that as females we have to do all the time, unfortunately.
Now, the 23-year-old was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening head injuries. There were police canines out searching this block. No luck tracking anyone down, and no arrests have been made at this time. Now, the Rape Crisis Center does offer self-defense courses as well as other confidential resources for sexual assault victims. We'll have all that information up on channel3000.com.
All right, good information and good resources there. Thanks, Danica.